again, everybody, and welcome to the Backbone Podcast. We have breaking news here. A reported shooting has occurred around 6:15 this afternoon in Midtown Manhattan. This is the assailant. This is the alleged shooter here. 27-year-old maniac identified as Shane Tamura barged into a 44-story building today, which houses the NFL headquarters. I don't know if it has anything to do with it, but that's what everybody's reporting. Armed with a rifle and opened fire at around 6:30 p.m. During the evening rush hour. This is when there's thousands upon thousands of people outside. A police officer and at least 4 other people were shot and killed. We can confirm that. Several others have been injured by this crazed gunman who stormed the Manhattan skyscraper earlier this evening before turning the gun on himself. We don't have a motive yet. We don't know why this happened. We don't understand why this happened. But it seems, according to reports, that he is carrying a Palomito State Armory AR-15. Now there's smears of blood all over the streets there. It looks like carnage. And this is a city that I grew up in, a city that I love and hate all at the same time. And when I see shit like this happen, it just there was a day when stop and frisk was seen as being racist. Well, you know what? I'd rather be alive and racist than have some guy with a just walking around Manhattan with a machine gun like this, with an assault rifle like this, is absurd. It's obscene that this is happening. The address of the location of this is 345 Park Avenue, an extremely, extremely busy place. These are where a lot of the hedge funds are. There's a lot of banking around here, and as I said, it's also where the NFL offices were. I used to walk by there all the time. And we now have this maniac running around the city. He's believed to be from Las Vegas. What he was doing in New York, I don't know. We don't know yet. But, of course, CNN erroneously reported that it was a white man. This does not fit the narrative. This does not fit the narrative. We can't have black people doing mass shootings. That's a white-only thing, right? White people own that. Authorities have also found his vehicle. It had Nevada plates on it, registered to Tamura at the scene with a rifle case inside. What he was doing in this particular area, I don't know. But at least, like we said, 5 people at this moment have been killed, including a New York City police officer. Sources anticipate the number of victims will rise as they evaluate the injured. This is awful. This is absolutely awful. And to think of all the bullshit laws that New York has, that this guy can walk around, as you can see in this picture, in a pavilion. That's the pavilion in front of 345 Park. It's a huge place. They usually in the summertime or in the springtime, they have like flea markets there, and they all have people selling stuff. It's beautiful. It used to be beautiful around there. I used to love going around there. Now it's a shooting gallery. Now it's a shooting gallery. And it's just sad. It's absolutely sad. And I can't believe that CNN, the first thing they did was report that this guy was white. Where do you see a white guy there? You see a blonde, blue-eyed guy standing in front of you? So as of right now, that's the dealio right now. We do have pictures of the gunman being shot. Well, he apparently he took his own life. He ran into the offices and took his own life. Let's see if we can get. Here is. Bear with me for one moment. Let's see if we can get. This is, of course, from the New York Post for informational purposes. This is the dude right here. And that's where he's at. Laying on the floor there. Those offices there are crowded with people. And this is just sad. We don't know what the motivation is. We don't know why anybody would even consider doing something like this. But this vermin just took innocent lives and guaranteed for zero reason. Or well, there's never a good reason, but probably some sick bullshit, political reason or something that tweaked his brain, if he had one. The body of the gunman who opened fire inside 345 Park Avenue, as we said, killed the cop. The picture that you see there is seen laying on the floor of a deserted office building on the 33rd floor. So he made it all the way up to the 33rd floor, which is insane. 3 civilians were killed and at least 6. That's I just told you that we have a number that these are old reports that I'm seeing being read in here. But there is a army of police down there to make sure that this is just the only guy that's committing this. I didn't even get to upload my podcast that I had just done about an hour ago until this came about. But again, breaking news: Shane Tamura barged into the 44-story building at 345 Park Avenue, opened fire on innocent civilians around 6:30 this evening. And as of right now, we have 5 dead and a whole bunch others confirmed injured. And we'll get back to you as soon as we learn more. It's sick out there and getting sicker. I'm telling you. If you don't think Satan is having a grand old time, you're nuts. Be safe out there, my friends. Be safe. Hold your loved ones. Make sure to stay in the house, because that's the only thing you can do. We'll see you later.